Okay, for this problem, we are given with our figure. So we have here our figure, and if we're going to observe, we have our given problem, which is to solve for the average shearing stress caused on each rivet by the 14 kip load. And the second one is there will be an additional load P that will be applied. So what will be the shearing stress in any rivet that will not exceed a shearing stress, which is 8,000 psi. So for this example, there is a statement that we have to use the result on problem 332. Actually, in the previous problem, we just have it was a derivation or an investigation on a certain equation that they're going to that will be used. Actually, the equations which will be applied in this that will be used in this problem is, we have the first equation, which is tau is equal to T torque times our rho, or the radial the distance from the bolt towards the centroid of the plate, all over J. Our J is the polar modulus of elasticity, and our J is equivalent actually to the summation of the area times rho squared. So these are the formulas that we will be using for this particular problem. So to start with, let us consider now the first unknown is to compute for the average shearing stress caused by each rivet with the load 14 kip. So we don't have the load P yet. So without the load P, so we have here tau is equal to torque times rho all over J. So we simply have to identify our torque, which is now equivalent to using with our 14 kips load, it will create a torque. So the distance from the 14 kips towards the other 14 kips is 10. So we can have 14 times 10. So this gives us 140 kip inch. So our rho here, which is the distance from one bolt towards our from the bolt towards the centroid of the plate, center of gravity of the plate. So that will be, actually, if we're going to have that, so we are given with this figure. So we have here, this is in a vertical direction, this is 2, horizontal direction towards the center of gravity is 3, so therefore this one is equal to the square root of 13. So our rho here is equal to the square root of 13. So therefore, if we're going to have now our J now is equal to the summation of area times rho squared. So we simply have this is the summation of one bolt towards the center of gravity. So therefore, the bolt has a diameter of 7 over 8. So this would be pi times 7 over 8 diameter all over 4 times our distance from our the distance of the bolt towards the center of gravity of the plate. We have to take note that our rho is the distance actually of the 4 bolts towards the center of gravity. So this will be this bolt, and this bolt will have a distance towards the center of gravity, which is the square root of 13. So therefore, we'll have the square root of 13 squared, and this is multiplied to 4 kasi there are 4 bolts having that distance square root of 13. Then that will be plus pi. We have other bolt, this 2. It has a distance of 2 from the center of the bolt towards the center of gravity of the plate. So pi times 7 all over 8 squared all over 4 times the distance, which is 2, that is our rho, squared. This is multiplied to 2. So if we try to simplify this one, our J will be equivalent to 36.08 inches to the fourth. Okay, now we can solve for our shearing stress maximum, which is equivalent now to torque times rho all over our J. So we have now the value for each of the variables. So this will be equivalent for the maximum. This is 140. This is our torque computed. Our rho here is the square root of 13. That is the distance from one bolt towards the center of gravity. So this is for the 4 bolts. So this will be, since there will be 4 bolts having this rho, which is square root of 13, so that can be considered as our shearing stress maximum. This is all over rho, which our J, which is 36.08. So if we try to simplify this one, it gives us 14.08 KSI. Then the shearing stress minimum for this, we have torque times rho all over J. So this will be 140 multiplied to, there are 2 bolts having a distance from the center of gravity towards the center of the bolt, which is 2. So times 2. So this will be considered, that 2 bolts will be considered as, will produce a minimum shearing stress. So all over 36, which is our J, 36.08. So it will give us 7.76 KSI. So we have now the value for our shearing stress maximum and minimum for the 14 kips force acting on our plate without the consideration of the load P. However, the second case, the second unknown data, or the second problem states that what will be the load, what will be the additional, if there will be an additional load P. So what is the value of that P before the shearing stress in any rivet exceeds 8,000 psi. So therefore our allowable shearing stress, if there will be an additional load P, will be equal to 8,000 psi. So there will be 2 cases actually, because we do not know the value of P. So it's either the P will be greater than 14 kips or it will be less than 14 kips, meaning to say the value for P that will be added will be less than the load that is existing. We have a load kanina, which is 14 kips. So it's either, the 2 cases here, it's either our load P that will be applied can be less than or greater than 14 kips. So we have here 2 cases. So for letter B, so the 2 cases will be with the load P. So there will be 2 cases. So first case, P is less than 14 kips. So that would be the first case. So if P is less than 14 kips, so our torque here will be, so 10 or 14, the load that is existing 14 times from, it will create a torque. So 14 towards the another load 14, you have the distance of 10. So we have here, actually, if this was the plate a while ago, so we have here our 14. This is our 14. So that distance, actually, that distance is equal to 10. And we are going to apply here our P. You have our P. So this is our unknown. So it has a distance actually of, this is 3, this is 3. So therefore, so this will be, it will create a torque. So in a clockwise direction, 14. This one will create P. This is clockwise direction, so 14 times 10. This one will create a counterclockwise, so minus P times the distance towards this one, wherein it will create a torque force. So a torque, it will create a moment, or a torque, it will be times 6. So this is equivalent to, if we try to simplify, 140 minus 6P. So this is kip inch. So that will be the unit. So that is the first case. So if we're going to substitute our equation tau, which is equal to T times P, so we simply have 140, or no, this is actually equivalent to 8,000. This is the allowable shearing stress, 8,000 KSI will equal to, we have substitute 140 minus 6P times our rho, which is equivalent to, this is times the square root of 13. So this is actually, we're going to make use of the 4 bolts that has a greater value, that will create a maximum shearing stress. So we have 4 bolts. Its distance from the center of the bolts towards the center of gravity, we have computed, this is square root of 13. So this 4 bolts will create a maximum shearing stress. So we will going to make use of this 4 bolts. So the rho that we will be using is the square root of 13 all over our J. This is all over J. Our J, we have computed a while ago, which is 36.08. So simplify this one, cross multiply. This will give us 80.05 equal to 140 minus 6P. And our P here is equal to 10.0 kips. So that will be our first case. The second case here, for the second case, our P will be greater than 14 kips. So we have to solve for our P. So T here will be equal to, if this is our 14 kips, this is 14 kips, so this one is of course 10, so this is P. So you have here your P. Of course, as mentioned a while ago, this is 3, this is 3. So this gives us, if that will be smaller, if the P will be greater than 14 kips, so meaning to say that we will have here, this one will, since our P is greater, so this will have this position, and this one will have this direction. So this is now equivalent to 6P minus our 10 times 14. So therefore, this will gives us 6P minus 140. Of course, this is kip inch. So we're going to have here tau, which is equal to torque times rho all over J. Simply have allowable shearing stress is 8,000 equal to 6P minus 140, then times our rho, which is the square root of 13 all over 36.08. We have to take note this is P is greater than 14 kips. So meaning to say this value is greater than this one. So just so we make use, so therefore this will be our equation. Then this will be equivalent to, if we try to cross multiply this one, so we can have the 80.05, you have 6P minus 140, and if we try to simplify further, our P here is 36.68 kips. So that is now for our additional load P. So it's either the P that will be applied, the additional P, it's greater than 14 kips or less than 14 kips.